Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are here with another Friday freebie, and before we get into the Friday freebies, it's the first video for the month of September, so I always update our gratitude challenge, and so we're going to count 4 weeks in the month of September. So that will get $20, and you will see this get tracked in my Transfer Tuesday videos. But yeah, so we're going to put $20 towards our gratitude challenge. This challenge comes from it was MidLife Adulting. She changed her channel name to Probably About Me here on YouTube. So if you want, you can go check her channel out. Then, whoop, we don't need that on there. That was just a note to remind myself to make updates for the images. So for the subscriber challenge, we gained 37 subscribers. We started the month with 508. We gained 37, and I'm not sure why that made that negative. I will have to look at that off camera, but we did gain 37. I think this is supposed to add them. Okay, I fixed it. So, we are at 545 subscribers currently. So with a gain of 37 subscribers, we would fill in these two, obviously, and that would bring this number down to 35, right? And we would end up having to color 3 full sheets of this, because these are each worth 1 and there's 10, and then that would leave us with 5 to color in on that next sheet. So I'm just going to update this to show 5. So now that's where we're leaving off with that. And because we were able to color in 3 full sheets plus finish up the last sheet, that's 4 sheets. So we were able to color in 4 here on this tracker. So I'm going to update that. So we are making progress. I can't wait. I'm hoping to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. I think that's a lofty goal though, but you know, you have to have a goal. So that's what that is. And if you're not familiar, I save $1 for every subscriber. So I will be saving $37 this month. You'll see how I track that in my Transfer Tuesday video, where I use YNAB to show you how I actually track all this money that we are able to put towards our goals in the Friday Freebie videos. So moving on to our watch hour challenge. So yeah, my note, make new images for filming. You can get rid of that. And so for September, we started out, or September, I'm sorry, for August, we started out with 602. That's where we ended last month, and we gained 33. And yeah, I don't know what happened here and why it's minusing instead of adding, but we're just gonna fix it. And that brought us to 635 watch hours. So when I was designing this, I probably should have thought it through, but each one of these is worth 4 watch hours. So I put little bars when it's not a full 4. So basically, that would mean we would color in 8 stars here and put another line here, because 8 stars would be 32, and then put another slash and we get 33. So I'm going to update this image. And because we didn't fully fill in a whole small challenge, mini challenge, there's nothing to fill in here because each one of these is worth 40. So we came close, but we didn't go over 40. So still have a long way to go on the watch hours. But for those of you that got monetized, how long did it take you? Like, did you hit your 1,000 subscribers faster than your watch hours, or did you hit your watch hours first? I'm just curious. I don't know. It just seems like I'm moving faster with the subscribers, and then the watch hours are going to take forever. But anyway, still, I'm happy. At least it's progress, right? In the right direction. And then we're going to move into our actual challenges. So, I did make some updates. They're not really visually, you can't really see them, but I created a money database that can handle up to 1,000 bills. So basically, there's going to be like a dashboard page where you'll enter how many of each bill. So you could put, like, I have 10 ones, 25s, and this way it will know what bills to pull in here. It pulls in the bills if you've been following along, and it will because of that, you won't have any IOUs. So I was able to make that update, which is kind of nice. But anyway, this is Dicey Dominoes. You can get a printable version of this right now on my Ko-fi shop. And basically, you roll the dice and then you add the two numbers together to put the total here. So I have a little R here, an A here, and an L here because I save this column for retirement, this column for my daughter's college, and this column for my son's college. We are only working $84 this week, so I don't think I'm gonna do like full columns. I'm gonna do the first row across this way and then see where I stand, and because I do want to be able to do some of the budgeting with friends challenges. So anyway, let's get started. So in order to roll the dice, you just check the box here. This is, by the way, this is a digital version that I have been working on and trying to work out a lot of the kinks. And I think I bit off a little more than I can chew because in my mind, I was thinking, oh, you could set the whole thing up for the month and then, you'll be good to go. And, yeah, the behind the scenes of this and building out the back end of it is a lot. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe make some standalone ones instead of having it all in one thing, and put out like lucky dice and then put out a maybe a Dicey Dominoes version, and just for the time being, because I feel bad that I'm making these videos and I haven't made this available to you guys. So we'll see. So I think maybe I'm pausing on the bigger version and putting out some smaller like standalone ones in the meantime. But anyway, let's get started. So we're going to check this and roll the dice. So we got 4 for the dice. So I'm going to put 4 in there. And 4 and 6 is 10. So we got 10 going to retirement. Okay, so this one I'm going to make for my daughter's college. And when we roll, we get a 4 also. So and that will make, that'll make this 8. So we'll put $8 going to my daughter's college. And this one we're going to make for my son's college. And roll the dice, and he got a 3. So 5 and 3 is going to be 8. Okay, so there. $58. Do I want to do another round here? No, you know what? I think I'm going to go on and move on to budgeting with friends and finish up the $58 there. So for our budgeting with friends for this month, this first challenge here is from budgeting with Elma, and I'm going to be putting that to my son's college. My son loves social studies and history, so that will be going to my son's college. This one here is from Reynolds Budget, and I'm going to put this to my daughter's college. It's super cute. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a little puppy, and it's celebrating its birthday. And my daughter's birthday is actually, her actual birthday is in September. We celebrated a little early because all my girls were going back to school and stuff, but yeah, so I was like, it's so cute. And then the Teacups one is from Financial Dreams with Christine. This is an older one, but I just liked it. And it says savings is my cup of tea. And I'm going to be using that one to put money towards retirement. Number 4 comes from Boss Babe Budgets. And I'm also going to put this to retirement. So I love The Wizard of Oz. I actually have, as part of my vision board, I have like an image of the ruby red slippers with like the wand and the word believe, because like if you watch that movie, a lot of it is about believing. Like she had the power all along to do what she wanted to do. She just, needed that confidence boost. So I don't know. It's my favorite movie. I used to watch it once a year, every year with my grandmother. I'd have a sleepover at her house. So anyways, I couldn't resist grabbing that, and that'll go towards retirement. And then I found this cute little football themed one. And that one comes from Hippies, Puppies, and Kittens Budgets. And I don't know why I say that's going to my daughter's college. That is going to my son's college. So I'm going to have to edit that. Let's come in here and edit that. That one's going to my son's college. Because it's football themed. And then this one, number 6, is from Sarah Saves 07, and it's another birthday themed one. And that one's going to my daughter's college because, it's her birthday month in September. So anyway, so when we roll a 1, obviously it will go to this challenge. A 2 will go to this challenge. A 3 will go to this challenge. A 4 will go to this challenge. A 5 will go to this challenge. And 6 goes to this challenge. So All right, let's get started. So the first roll is a 5, which is my son's college. So I'm just going to update this to go to my son and mark off over here. We're going to take this little X and duplicate it and mark off one of these little footballs. Okay. And we're going to roll again. And we got 2 again. And not again. I keep forgetting that the dice changes when you make changes. So we got 2, which is going to my daughter's college. Hang on. Hold on. Let me just make sure I switch this because I'll forget. So it's going to her college. And we'll come in here and we'll duplicate our little X and mark that off. And we can roll again. And we got 4, which is my retirement. So this already says retirement. And it's getting $1. And now we can come in here and mark this. So all right, let's roll again. 2. So that's my daughter's college. And I still haven't fixed that dice, guys. You see it moving? I'm gonna get there. Oh, wait, I need to do it this way. Okay. And so if I roll again, I get 2 again. And it already says my daughter's college here. So that's good. It never fails that my kids get all the money. Like retirement doesn't get any. But we'll see. And so let's see. Let's roll again. Ooh, a spicy 10. And that's going to my son's college. So let's change this to my son so he gets the money. And mark off another one on his challenge. And then let's roll again. And 3. Yay, retirement. So we will switch this to retirement. So retirement gets the money. And we will mark off one of those cute little teacups. Okay, and we'll roll again. And 3. So that's retirement again. Yay, I'll take it. And come in here and we will mark off another teacup. Let's see. We'll roll again. 3. Oh my goodness. After I just said my kids were going to get all the money. And 3 in a row went to retirement. And I have to update this to retirement. Okay, And now we'll roll again. And 2 is my daughter's college. And roll again. And my 4 is retirement. So we're going to change this to retirement. And we're going to mark off another one on our little Wizard of Oz sheet. These are probably going to overlap, but that's okay. And we'll roll again. 5 is going to my son's college. So that's already labeled for that. So we're just going to duplicate our little X and add it in. Okay, so I do need to give us some more rolls. And check them. And okay. So now if we roll, we got a 5, which is my son's college. So and roll again for retirement. So let's update this to say retirement. And we're gonna roll again. And it was 5, so that's my son's college again. The kids are doing well. Roll again. Ooh, the spicy 10. Who got that spicy 10? My daughter. It's going to my daughter. I have to mark this for her. And let's see. We roll again, and it's 5. It's going to my son's college. It's already marked for my son's college. So all right, we have $23 left. I'm probably going to need to add more lines. So let's see. All right. 2, which is my daughter's college. So let me just update this to say my daughter's college. And so number 1 and number 6, I've gotten nothing. All right, let's see. Roll again. 3, retirement. Let me just make sure I change this to retirement. I feel like I'm gonna forget to do that on these. take that off. And let's see. 4, which is retirement. So let me come back here before I forget and switch it to retirement. All right, I probably could have done another like row of Dicey Dominoes, but I wanted to make sure that I got to do budgeting with friends, so that's all right. So we're gonna roll, and we got 2, which is my daughter's college. So I'm just gonna change that to her college, so it counts towards her college, and we're probably gonna need, we're needing a lot of lines. Like I said, I probably could have done like another round of oh, I need to fix the sizes here. All right. That's it. So now if I roll, ooh, $10. Who gets the spicy 10? Oh, look, my daughter's college. But number 6 finally got on the board here. And we're gonna bring that here. And let me make sure I change it to say my daughter's college. Alrighty, how much do we have left? $9. Let's see. $1 going to my daughter's college. My daughter's doing pretty well, huh? $35 there. She's in the lead. Alright, if we roll again, we have $1 going to 5, which is my son's college. So it already says my son's college, so we don't have to change that. And we're just gonna duplicate and bring an X over. Let's see. $1 going to my daughter's college. I didn't anticipate that I was gonna need this many rows. Sorry that I keep having to scroll down. That was going to my daughter's college, right? I think so. Okay. And we'll roll again. We got $8 again. 6. So that's my daughter's college. She's just coming out in the lead. That's okay. It's her birthday month, right? Do your kids do that? My kids, it's like a birthday week, birthday month. I'm like, chill. I can't even afford one day. No. Oh. Okay. Down to $5. It's weird, you know what? It's been all dollars and singles and tens. No 5s in there. $1 going to my daughter's college. definitely should have done another round of Dicey Dominoes, but I feel like I don't know if it was last month or the month before where like I didn't get to do budgeting with friends at all because I ran out of money on the other challenge. So okay, and $4. Let's see. We have $1 going to my daughter's college again. She might even manage if she finishes. If there's only two. I don't think I haven't finished a challenge in so long because I usually just change them out from month to month. Alright, we have 4 more and $3. So I don't think I'm going to have to add any more rows. Alright, $1 going to category 4, which is a retirement. So I'm just going to update the drop down to retirement so it credits the right category, and give myself another X, and we're down to $2. So we got $1 going to retirement again, only it's the teacups. And we're down to our last $1. And let's see who gets it. My daughter. So she almost completed this whole challenge. Alright, let me just make sure that I mark that so she gets it, and mark that. Okay. So, sorry, that took forever. Like I said, probably should have done more Dicey Dominoes. But anyway, so altogether, retirement got $20, my daughter's college got $40, and my son's college got $24. And if you want to see how I track that in the budgeting software that I use, check out the Transfer Tuesday video because that's where I show that. And sadly, this challenge got no love, but maybe in the next round it'll get some love. But anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share my channel with others, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!